Hi you guys, this is Shanta and I'm here today to share a card tutorial with you guys. It's not one that I invented, but it's one I love to do. And every time I go to make this card, I have to look up the tutorial. So I decided to make one to put on my own page so that I won't have to look. I just go to my own channel to do it. And this is the card. We all know the tri-shell card. And I'm using my webcam today, and I hope that this shows up correctly um, on here because I was told that it's loads quicker to do the webcam instead of using my other one. So hopefully this will load really quickly. So this is the card, close like this, and like so. Okay, so and I hope I'm gonna have to learn which angle to put this on so you won't see. You can only see my hands. Okay, so that's the card. And okay, so I wrote down something to help me along the way. So we're gonna start out with a 5.5 by 12 sheet of cardstock, 5 wide, 12 inches long. Then you're gonna score at 2, 4, 8, and 10. Okay, and so like so. All right. And so after you scored at 2, 4, 8, and 10, you're gonna fold it. You're gonna fold the crease lines in the card, and then you're gonna cut. You're gonna put in your trimmer, and you're gonna cut from a 2-inch mark all the way to the 10-inch mark. Okay, and you're gonna cut. But when you're cutting this, you want to come in from a inch and a half from the bottom, an inch and a half from the top, and you're gonna cut from the 2-inch line until the 10. And so you're gonna have a piece that's gonna look like this. And because it takes me forever, I'm so slow. I've already done this. Okay, so this is just showing you the 5.5 by 12. Score at 2, 4, 8, 10. Okay, then I went ahead on and folded those. Ugh, can't talk today. I went on and folded those before I cut. Okay, then I put it in my trimmer. Okay, as you can see, and I cut from the 2-inch, the first score mark, all the way to the last. Okay, which is going to be at 2 and at 10, the very first one to the last, and it's going to look like this. Okay, all right, and so once you do that, that's the base of the card. Now the next part is the hardest part for me. Okay, um, let's see. I went on and cut all the pieces and everything that I was gonna lay on here. That's not necessarily a problem. For me, it's when you trying to get it to fold where it looks like, you know, pushing it in and pushing the other one back so it'll look like this. I hope this is showing up right, man. Okay, so let me look at this one and see how. Okay, so I folded this one, the first fold back. I folded the second one in, and then these two right here are gonna go back. Okay, so it's gonna look like this. All right, so that one's gonna go back, and yeah, this part is gonna come. Let's see. This part is gonna come up. These two pieces are gonna go back, and okay, so oh, I always get this confused. All right, so it's gonna look like this. All right, then the next piece, you're gonna do the other end the opposite. So it's gonna look like this. Okay, so once I come in and fold this one up, then that means this part has to get folded in. And then the other piece is going to automatically lay flat from the score marks. See what I'm saying? Okay, so it's taking me forever. Ugh. I promise you it's easy. There we go. My God, you see how long it took me with that? That is the longest part. It is so simple, but I always struggle with that. Getting it to lay flat. That's all you do. Take these pieces back. Have whichever one you decide, however you want it to look. Take those pieces in, push this piece out. So that this piece out. So that means that these are gonna automatically have to go in, and it's just gonna fold like just like that. I always struggle with that. Well, at least you see my struggles online. Okay, so that's it. And so it looks just like that, just like the other one. Okay. And then what I like about this card is that it is very easy to use up your scraps. If you look at these, you know, just scraps of paper. You don't have to cut up a whole new piece of paper unless you want to. You can always use your scraps. And I love that about this card. And I think that's probably why I fell in love with it. Because the pieces that you have left, you can just make them into a card. And they say it's no wrong way in this thing. So, all right. So what I did, I like to have a border on my cards. So I just went in you know, the next size down on here. So like this is 2 inches. This is gonna be 2. So I did 1 3/4, and just made the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead on and glue this down. Like I said, because it takes me so long, I am so slow. This will be a 50-hour video waiting on me to cut this stuff up. So I'm gonna go ahead on and do it now. I went on the glue, and I don't know what I'm gonna do with this card, so I haven't made up a sentiment yet. Okay, so I've got 2 big pieces like so. All right, next piece is, and I do hope this loads. Oh man. Okay. And like I said, this is not my. I didn't come up with this. This one of the cards I love to make. It's a good way if you stressed out or whatever. It's a good way to relieve stress because you focus on which paper gonna look right in what spot. At least for me. At least it works better for me that way. At least. Don't ask me. You would think it would cause more stress, but I don't know. I am weird, and I know that. So yeah. Okay. And I hope the volume is good on this thing. All right. And this paper, I know y'all recognize it. It's the K and Company, Ariana. Because of the last mini I did, I have a lot of paper left, so I just used my scraps. Didn't have to cut a new sheet of paper. I just used my scraps to make this card. And I was gonna put it in her box, but being that I didn't know when I was gonna get a chance to do this video, I didn't want her minute to be late waiting on me to send her a card, so I just put it in there. I just sent it the mini, you know, by itself. And, okay. And maybe I have another way to do videos if this webcam uploads, and then I learn how to get my breasts from out of the camera. I don't think. And I don't like showing my face, so even though I'm gorgeous, I still don't like showing my face. Oh, that sounded bad then. Well, if you don't think it, then nobody else gonna think. Right? Like y'all can talk back to me. Okay, so that's the finished card. That's it. And looks like so. And opens up like that. Very, very simple. And like I said, I don't have a sentiment, but on this one, I just made a happy birthday card. And you want to make sure, though, you're going to put the sentiment on your first. You're going to put the sentiment on here, on your first flap, so the lay flat. But you want to make sure you only put adhesive on half. Like right here, there's no adhesive. And, well, right here, there's no adhesive. So you just want to put it on half. And, that's my card, and I love, love, love making these. Like I said, you saw how I struggled. That's the only thing that I have a problem with, getting getting the score lines and cuts to lay like they supposed to, so that I can see how the paper's gonna look. And yeah. So there you go. And do do do. You can fold in either way. I think I'm gonna leave it like this because I got to cover up that. And this was the first one. So I have at least I have a video if I ever give this one away. I have a video. Again, the measurements are 5.5 by 12, and you're gonna score it 2, 4, 8, and 10, and then you're gonna come in 1.5 inches from the bottom and cut from the first score line to the last, and then you're gonna come in from the top 1.5 inches, and score from the first line to the last score line. And there's your base. It is so super simple, and like I said, it's gonna look like this. And then you just lay your paper on there and call it a day. All right, you guys, it's Shanta. I'm finna go. I have to study for a quiz today, so I'm gonna see if this will upload real quick, and y'all have a blessed day. Bye bye.